Hello, Chester here. So it's been a long time since I uploaded a video on Timeless. So this is the list that I'm going to play. It's named Stifle and Cruise because there's four stifles in here. So recently I've been testing this on the ladder, and I've been liking Stifle a lot. It single-handedly wins you games, but I know it's not really convincing that Stifle is good. I used to say Stifle is bad, but when you do win with this card, it does feel great, and I really want the fun aspect of this card. Well, it's fun for me at least. And what I've changed in this list is I added one more land. So before in Pauper, I remember running 18 to 20 lands, I think, in the Delver lists. But as time goes on, I added more and more lands since I realized I wanted to save my brainstorms for later turns and wanted to make consistent land drops. And so far it has felt great. And there's no better way to test a new list than in the qualifier weekend. And as for the sideboard, it's pretty standard. I'm no longer running two spell snares. I think I favored Thoughtseize over that because you do still want some discard spells for the combo decks or even the mirror. Um, Against control, you want Thoughtseize, and we still have Toxic Deluge in the main since we're expecting a lot of energy. Link to Dust hasn't really felt great recently, but it has its edge uses since you do see a lot of Mystic Sanctuary decks, and it's pretty much a mirror breaker if you ever get to cast this multiple times. And we're going down to two frog, and mostly because I know Psychic Frog is a good card, but it's mostly gonna trade down for a Fatal Push, a Swords to Plowshares, a Solitude, a Galvanic Discharge, and you don't really want to be doing that in this format. So I thought it would be great as a late game spell instead, or maybe you want to see this as a one off in some games, but not all games. I prefer Nethergoyf and Tamiyo since they cost less, and this can dodge a Galvanic Discharge if you grow it enough, and it's also a faster clock against the show and tell decks, and it even blocks pretty well. Psychic Frog doesn't even block the Amp Raptor, for example, without discarding a card. And because it has first strike, you have to overcommit just to save the Psychic Frog if they decide to use a removal spell. Anyway, we're now running 21 lands. As I mentioned, we only have four tapped lands here, so essentially we have 17 untapped sources, which is still pretty low, but I guess it's consistent enough. And Stifle is only used usually for game one, but this is low key pretty strong against show and tell decks. It just buys you a lot of time deploying threats while stifling their lands, and you can choose not to run stifles. I think the more serious version of this is just two Inquisition of Kozilek and two spell snares in the main, or even two spell pierce, two spell snares. I think I prefer the discard spell because it's a sorcery. But anyway, that's it. Let's play some games. Alright, first match of the qualifiers. As Dimir Tempo playing first. Not sure what's happening here. Alright, just some lag. Okay, let's keep this. We have Stifle, Nethergoyf. I'm going to lead on Nethergoyf here. Alright, that's a good sign. Let's just shock this in. I don't think I want to brainstorm now. First Stifle of the day. So you're probably going to play a brainstorm here. They didn't have a turn one play. Okay, push also works. I guess now we try to brainstorm. Bring this two back. Okay, that kind of sucks. I don't want the swamp. And I guess the deluge. Maybe the deluge is fine, but not the swamp. Let's just play another Nethergoyf here. Hey, they're playing a removal heavy version, which makes sense. We don't need the Undercity Sewers here. We're gonna counter a frog if they have one. Or a Tamiyo. That's fine. We're gonna Mystic Sanctuary a Brainstorm here. It's our best chance of finding a treasure cruise. Alright, I guess we're taking another Nethergoyf then. Pretty good from them. I think they're playing a control version. And if they do find like a treasure cruise here, we're kinda in trouble. And I guess this is the point where Stifle being a discard spell would have been better. Don't really need to do anything here. Just going to push the frog. I guess it's better to use these typhus for those lands. That's why we put them in the deck. Just need to draw into the treasure cruise. And I think there's no point in. Is there no point? I guess I could wait for a mana drain. There isn't really much pressure here. Hmm. I could play this now. I could replay the Lurrus. They didn't use the mana. Wonder why. Maybe they have another one. Okay. Just gonna return the treasure cruise here. One, two, three, four, five. I think five is fine. Another stifle. Don't think I want another stifle. Okay, they could play out the Bowmaster here. I'm dead to removal. Okay. GG's. I'm assuming they're on four frogs here. So unlicensers comes in, spell snares, spell pierce, thought seize. John in the lock goes out. Hmm. Do I want stifle here? Stifle is probably too cute. Yes, we can cut one mana drain. Let's play first. I guess this is an okay hand. That right, Shaman. Hmm. Need to remove this. This seems like a brainstorm for land. So let's just pierce it. They pushed. Probably afraid of Stifle here. I'm afraid of spell pierce here. So, right. Let's just hang back. I think we can safely cruise here. We can cruise back here. That's weird. I think I'm just supposed to cruise here. Next turn, we can put up the pressure. See what they do here. They discard the land. Okay, that adds one more power to Goyf. Now when they treachery cruise, we can Bowmasters. Nice. Okay, so on the draw, do our plans change? The change is only mana drain. Mana drain for... No, I guess I still want this configuration. Let's mull this hand. You have 5 lands and... Alright, punished for that mull. Rough beats, but it is what it is. Think I just Tamiyo here. We're so far behind that we really need to just hope for the best. Okay. They also had a questionable keep. Let's brainstorm here. I don't want this and this. Think I can surveil here. Don't actually need to fatal push now. Can fatal push now. I think we just need to capitalize on them missing their land drops. Let's just get mana drain. I guess a frog is a problem. So let's just chill. All right. Thoughtseize is a great draw. Next turn, I'm going to Thoughtseize, see what we find. What we're hoping to do here is choke them on mana hard enough. Hmm, What do we take here? Yes, I take the mana drain. We're going to see what they draw. It's another frog. The Bowmasters. We take a fatal push. Their hope here is to track the clue, get untapped land. Right, since that happened, I'm just gonna do this. I didn't attack with Lurrus since they have push. Let's make them use the dispel here. Maybe I shouldn't have played the Tamiyo. Nah, they had spell snare. They can attack if they want. We're just holding the push for the frog. Let's draw with the Tamiyo here. Alright, that's cool. I'm suspecting they run 18 to 19 lands only. 7 or 17 to 19 lands. Which is partially why Stifle is great. Probably missed lethal here, but I guess it's fine. Out here is, I guess, Treasure Cruise. Yeah, let's just push. GG's. Right, playing first again. This is a good hand. Balance. Perfectly balanced. Do I want to threaten a turn 2 Tamiyo flip? I probably do. Another one. I guess it's blue black for the rest. And this seems to be the same build. That's wild. It's time to see if the Nethergoyf brings their own weight here. Okay, what this tells me is they have a counter spell here. Or maybe their own Bowmasters. I guess we fatal push the Shaman here. Come to think of it, maybe that was a greedy play and I was baited. Now they can cruise. Yeah, that was pretty bad from me. Should have just pushed the Dead Right Shaman, hold up mana drain. Guess we just get Lurrus. Oh, Jet Collector. That's nice. Mm-hmm. Should I play out Nethergoyf? Probably still do. Now this is an interesting build. Though I'm not sure if this is good against the energy decks. This used to be a great card against blue black um tempo or control back in the day where um it was only show and tell. So it's just pre MH3. The way you beat DJ's Valky deck was to run Jet Collectors in a small John deck. And they also run Dig Through Time, I guess, to beat Bowmasters. Though in my experience, I don't like the double blue cost here. I feel like it's too restrictive, especially if you want to be fast. Plus, overall, the card quality in this deck is pretty high. So there aren't really any duds. Let's see what they do. Stifle might just clear this for us. Alright, that's fair. We can return the two creatures back. I guess I can stifle. Let's do this one more time. And what does is delay. Just buy us enough time. Yep. Yeah, that isn't enough. Alright, for their deck, we want Spell Snares. Spell Snares would be great, actually. I think I want one Deluge. Or maybe not. Unlicensed Source comes in. Spell Pierce. Don't need the Stifles. Link to Dust. Seems pretty slow. Yeah, I think I just want Thoughtseize, I guess. I like Toxic Delusions. They run more two toughness creatures. This is a decent hand. And I'm just going to go with my gut and jam this Tamiyo. Removal check them. If they try to respond with a Dead Right Shaman, I can Fatal Push or Thirst. Okay, they had it. Don't really need to do anything here. Just chill. 4, 5. I guess I could brainstorm. I want the swamp. Let's see what they're drawing. Just Treasure Cruise here. You can always go for the Bowmasters here. Alright, that's going to be a problem. I guess we still deploy the Nethergoyf. It's still a removal check. Let's just pass. Let's get Lurrus later. You can actually dig here. See how they respond. Fatal push off. I mean, I guess that's fine. Get basic island. I did that so that Nethergoyf won't die. They could actually jet collector do some things here if they want. Let's just wait for a turn. But I probably lose this one on the back of unlicensors. I think that's just in the nature of this deck. You kind of solve that by splashing green, but then you kind of lose some percentage points against the energy decks because of the mana base. Maybe we can resolve this. You can still attack. Let's try to kill this. We have two more turns. It's just a really patient game. Like we have to hope they didn't sculpt their hand perfectly. I guess I do this. Uh, 4, 7. I guess a removal spell gets us here. Uy, let's try to spell pierce this. I don't want to lose the double removal spell. These games are really time consuming, but it's fun. It's like solving your daily crossword puzzle. Right? Need to play this very carefully. I might not grow the unlicensers for this turn. Yeah, I need to make a move here because they will tap their unlicensers. The question is, do I attack with Lurrus? Probably don't. 8, 2, 6. I think I hold back for this turn. Four, 6. I sit back for this turn. I think that's fine. Let's just treasure cruise here. If they had a counter spell, they would have played it already. Hmm. But if they had a removal spell, they would have played it already. I think I hang back. Just one more turn. 3, 6. I guess they're out. Is the Bowmasters? I guess we play this out. Hmm. Alright. Maybe I waited too long, but that's what it is. Opponent has no companions. It's going first. We have two Stifles. Snap keep. You might get punished, but it's whatever. They're probably on some combo deck. Looks like scam. Uh, huh. The Stifles aren't going to do anything here. Yep, let's just pass. Not even going to play the Nethergoyf. Exiles a card. Okay. It's the rack, I guess. Very nice choice. I think I just want another land. Let's try to find another land. Oh no. We failed to find another land. I put the Nethergoyf on top just in case they have another discard spell. We want to be able to play that. Discard the mana drain. Let's just play this. Hmm, I guess I don't want the fatal push yet. Discard a Bowmaster. Discard a Brainstorm. That's perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're getting a swamp. Oops. Rankless prank. This person is a gamer. We're going to counter Rankless prank. Get back Treasure Cruise. Show them why Treasure Cruise is banned in other formats. Or Mystic Sanctuary, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, against this deck, I guess I want Spell Pierce. Flute, I guess. Removing the Stifles. Link to the Toxic Deluge go out. Probably just for a Thought Seeds and Demonic Shooter just in case. This is a good controlling hand. It's just Thought Seeds, protect our Tamiyo. Right now, I think the only problem card is maybe Liliana. Alright, match number 4 against another Luders deck. Going first, hmm, think I keep this. It's pretty suspicious since we only have one land on the play. But 3 fatal push if this is Dimir or okay, I did not expect that. It's breach. I already forgot about that deck. So this hand is bad against breach. We definitely want to put back a fatal push and probably the stifle. I'm keeping at least one so that I can try to keep them off Bowmaster's mana. Trying to find our land drops. Right, what do we do here? I think we do nothing. We don't go for the treasure cruise yet. Alright, that's gonna get pushed. A Thoughtseize. I think we just hide, guess these two. Okay, we're getting Rumble next turn. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's fair. You have to be careful here. They can go off. Can go off anytime. That's why I didn't tap out for the frog. think Goyf and Tamiyo is probably better in this spot. Then I hold up mana drain for the breach they have in hand. Alright, there's the breach. Okay, I'm not going to counter the Lurrus. I'm going to counter the Underworld breach here because they need to actually cast breach into Dark Ritual for this to work. Now we counter breach. We get back mana drain. Okay, this is fine. We kill the Lurrus. Now we're back here. They have to top deck breach, or they actually have breach in hand. Now for this matchup, we want. Hold on, I created a sideboard guide for this. I actually don't want Tamiyos here. I don't want. I don't want all the stifles. I just need to leave one just in case they get to storm off. Toxic Deluge gets cut. We bring in Spell Snares, Spell Pierce. Do I bring in Thirst? I bring in one. Surgical Extraction, Thoughtseize, Stone, Curse, Flute, Tutor, and I cut. Let's see, what do I cut? Let's cut a Bauble. I guess Cling is too slow. Let's cut a Treasure Cruise. Probably just a Drown. I'm going to be eating at their graveyard anyway. Extremely bad hand. No lands, no keep. Keep six. This is an aggressive with disruptive hand. Take notes. That's how you use Bauble. It's usually used to take a peek at what's on top. Channeler is going to be a problem. I probably they probably get Delirium if they find Rumble. Seems like they don't. So what do we do here? Probably just attack. Alright, land screw. I did it on their upkeep so that they're forced and after the draw so that they're forced to play an instant there. And there's a high chance that their DRC doesn't get Delirium. Alright, let's go to the next one. The Echoplex. No companions. I'm going to assume they're on show and tell. So, two dead guards here makes it a mulligan. This is keepable since we do have a lot of threats. Since we're blind, we're just going to play Tamiyo. And it seems they're playing Scam. So that's partially a wrong call on my part. Though if they reanimate here, I think I still can raise them. Or potentially threaten to. Oh no. My only out here is to top deck the Deluge. Deluge, Deluge. No Deluge. Should we just go next? Not sure. Can go here, go here. I want to see if they play Fury. Just the wondering. Alright. So on the play, we just get our turn one interaction spells. Disruptor Flute, Unlicensed Hers, Surgical, Demonic Tutor. I guess we can leave Stifles in. Though what do we take out? I guess Bauble, Tamiyo. Hmm. We have three more cuts. I guess a couple of Fatal Push and a Mana Drain. Let's do it like this. We're going all in on the turn one interaction. I think we mulligan this. Yeah, this is better. Let's just lead with Thought Seeds. We could take the Troll. I think it's just a Troll here. Alright. Yep. Sometimes that happens. Right, let's play one more. Oh no. It's a boss. It's Autumn Lily. Let's play first. Knowing them, they're on UB tempo. I think they were the ones who created the Jet Collector version. Okay. Make it count. my god. Okay. Start the Orcish Bowmaster beats. Gonna keep that as a scry. Nice, nice. So on the draw, we don't want stifles. We want these instead. We want Lodge Boosters. Trim down drawn in the lock. Let's see. Guess the worst spells are Mana Drain. I think it's just the Mana Drains. I'm going to keep this removal heavy hand. Let's just use Lodge Shifters. They can Jet Collector here. Let's see if they have discard spell. They do have the discard spell. Let's think about why they could be thinking long on this. All right. So my guess is they have another Jet Collector in hand, or probably want to cast Treasure Cruise here. Okay. Dig through time. Denies me 3 life. 4 5. Need the fetch land. Have to use this time to Treasure Cruise. Let's not play out the Bauble yet. Need to get rid of the Jet Collector first. Okay. That's also valuable. We're going to make this game revolve around Tamiyo. We're drawing in Bowmasters. Oh, hindi, hindi. Okay. I don't think there's a need to draw yet. Hmm. Second thought sees the fatal push. Yes, we pass. I'm just going to get the fatal push. Right. I think we're in a pretty good spot. Let's just fatal push. Table Masters. They mana drain. Spell Pierce. That's game. Nice. Right. No companions. Push and Deluger Sus. I haven't met Show and Tell yet. That's Mul. Alright, this is a better one. Let's keep 6. Putting back Treasure Cruise. Hmm. Yes, we just Bauble here. Bowmasters is fine. Let's just Brainstorm here. Looking for counter magic. Fail to find counter magic. Let's just get Watery Grave. I don't think they go for the combo this turn. Let's see. If they go for it, it's unfortunate. I really want to stifle this, but it's either I find stifle or mana drain. But if I do tap out, it's more likely that they're going to just jam show and tell. Alright, they do it anyway. I guess the Mystic Sanctuary should have told me. Hmm. Yes, now. Alright, we're never going to draw into it anyways. That feels better. So against show and tell, we want Spell Pierce, Spell Snare, Surgical, Thoughtseize, Tutor, Disruptor Flutes, remove the removal spells, cut the Tamiyos. That's it. You got Tamiyos for this matchup because it takes too long and you don't really brainstorm, have time to Tamiyo and Brainstorm. All right, let's play first. This is a decent hand. We're gonna start with Nethergoyf into Bowmasters probably. Hopefully they aren't on that transformative plan I've seen yesterday. The plan to bring in frogs, mana drains, spell snares, Leyline of Sanctity. Alright, we're chilling. Here's the mana drain. I'd assume that they're just on the normal version of show and tell. I think most of the time the way I use this matchup is if I play to save. That's a weird use of their brainstorm. I might brainstorm as well next turn. Alright, just go for the pressure. The woodlands is going to be problematic, but we have Stifle. Six, seven. I missed a point of damage. Alright. I think I just retain my plan here. They're not really a shifting woodland deck. They were just creative with it. Alright, I think this is a keep. We have Stifle and Mana Drain. Or we are going to cast turn one Brainstorm. They seem to be digging hard for Leyline of Sanctity. We're just gonna take our time to stifle this one. Perfect. Nice. Don't think I want shooter yet. Oops. It's my fault. Nice, nice, nice. Very nice. Let's take this. Nice, 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 nice. The power of stifle. Alright, no companions playing first. Let's mulligan a no lander. I think this hand is aggressive enough. I'm assuming they're on show and tell again. So we're going to lead with Nethergoyf here. And top deck. We're going to top deck untap land, play the Psychic Frog. We're going to discard Tamiyo to deal more damage. And then we're going to draw into counter spell or mana drain. They're not going to have Dark Ritual into show and tell. Okay, perfect. We're going to Brainstorm into Treasure Cruise. Alright, no need to Brainstorm into Treasure Cruise then. We're just gonna discard this. Nice. So against show and tell. Thoughtseize, Surgical, Spell Pierce, Spell Snare, Disruptor Flute, Tutor, Tamiyo out, Fatal Push out, Toxic Deluge out, Stifle in. This is not keepable since we have two Treasure Crews. Let's mulligan. Alright, this can be playable. Do they take Stifle? Alright, if they have the combo, they probably lose. But that's not gonna happen since we're gonna top deck a Mana Drain or a Dot Seize. Let's just Brainstorm. That's good, that's good. Mhm. They don't have green mana. I have to stifle the fifth land. We're gonna name show and tell. Continue with the Bowmasters beatdown. There's a Brainstorm. Let's discard this, right? They're looking for the best answer here. Gonna stifle this. They can't have woodlands up. They won't have enough mana for show and tell. I think the perfect play for them is have Pact of Negation. Right? We got there. Currently 6-2. Right? Last game. Hmm. No companions again means show and tell, I guess. Which we have drawn in the lock. Assemble the team, that's fine. We're gonna have to look for. Alright, that's the threat. Let's see if they have another one. Alright, that's a super good hand. Let's see. Do I have outs for this? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I can win here. Hmm. You have Deluge. Did they go for it again? It's mana drain. This gets countered. We play Bowmasters. Yeah, we just lose here. Hmm. Tough game. For this matchup, you want Thoughtseize, Surgical, Spell Pierce, Spell Snare, Disruptor Flute, Demonic Shooter, remove Toxic Deluge, removal spells, Tamiyo. Right? That's it. Let's play first. This is a good hand. Okay. Holy shit. I thought I was going to get stifled. think I want another land. Just play the frog. Let's see. Let's brainstorm first. Okay. That's pretty bad. Let's see what they take here. It's probably just cruise. Oh man. I think I misplayed the lands thing. Should have played the oh yep. That's the end of our run. That was good. Right? Ending it at 6-3. Man, we were so close. It's even a good matchup for the last one. But it is what it is. All right. I wasn't expecting to do this well, but we did a 6-3 run for with this deck. And I feel like Stifle actually overperformed, but I created some notes. Hold on. All right. Here's notes. Huh. Might be too. I think this is better. All right. I took the time and checked how the games went, whether I drew Stifle or not, the impact of drawing the Stifle, or better yet, comparing it if I drew a spell snare or spell pierce in its place instead. So for the first match, it did not win the game and would probably have been better as spell snare or spell pierce or even the discard spell. Game 2 and 3, I often just take it out post board since you've already established the mental damage there. For match 2, it was drawn too late, and even if I drew spell pierce or spell snare, it wouldn't have mattered since I was too behind. Again, game 2 and 3, no stifles post board. Think I lost this match. The first one I won. This one is a win. This one is a loss. This one was like a starter deck or something. It's just mono black discard. So it's a win. Stifles did nothing though. For John Breach, I won here The Stifle did eat a Thoughtseize. I don't know if that counts or not, but I should probably replace this as a plus. The Stifles work here because you can actually stifle a Storm trigger. And I think they run enough fetches for it to matter too. Against the red black Sorin deck, we didn't find Stifle for both games, but if you do ever have a Stifle in hand, it would potentially cut them off the Sorin minus. So I kind of count it as effective here. And this one was against Autumn. This was actually the high impact game where you just stifle one land keep, and that creates a non-game. And then post board, you just side them out, and they might continue to play around it and even mulligan hard, but we don't really know that. But still, I will count this as a win for Stifle. So against the three show and tell decks, we did not find it for the first one, and for the second and third game, Stifle cut them off the woodland activation, and game three is the same as the blue black tempo match where it stifled their only land. And then the next show and tell deck, we did not find it. Game two, it got discarded, still kept them off mana to to avoid uh, to avoid double spelling since the flute was already taxing them. And for the last one, we did not really find the stifle for the first game. The second one, it would have mattered. I think I just played that match wrong, or especially the second game. I think I would have had a line where I could tutor for Thoughtseize, tutor for Thoughtseize, stifle their land, and then get show and tell surgical extraction it. But I played the swamp instead. Anyway, that doesn't really matter. But by counting, let's see. 6 out of the 9 matches, the stifle would have mattered or did matter. So I think there's really an argument to have this, especially since a lot of decks are so fetch heavy, and I suspect it might be because of these survey lands. People are getting greedier with the lands. They're not playing the fast lands as much. But again, I really like this configuration of having higher land counts. And even if you replace Stifle with Inquisition of Kozilek and Spell Snares or Spell Pierce, this would function really well, especially with 3 Treasure Cruise. I also upped this count because I felt like I was not seeing the Treasure Cruise enough. A more standardized list would look like this. So it has still 21 lands, We have three treasure cruise. Drawn in the Loch, I feel like is a necessary evil because we don't really run hard removal spells here. And I'd rather have Drawn in the Loch for show and tell rather than running something like Go for the Throat or Shieldred's Edict. Thoughtseize is also great, though there might be a build where you can go heavy on the frogs, maybe go lower on Nethergoyfs. I'd actually like to see Autumn's Sultai list because that looks interesting. Anyway, I think for the next videos, I might try to explore that list, that Sultai list, if it ever becomes public. And if not, maybe I'll just try to recreate it. It's been in my mind for a long time whether I can play Nethergoyf and Deathright Shaman in the same deck. I don't really think that the frog is the actual threat that carries in this deck. I think it's Nethergoyf. It's just Psychic Frog is a Ragavan level threat that you have to save removal spells for no matter what. So while they're keeping that removal spell in hand, the Nethergoyf silently just kills them. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stifle is strong.